Hi everyone, welcome back. I just thought I would do a quick video today. I wasn't planning on filming today, but I'm not feeling the best. Just it's this storm that has come through, all the rain. I'm just not feeling my best. And I had planned for that lasagna that you saw me make in the previous video. That was gonna be our dinner tonight, and it still will be for Jason and the kids, but I'm just not feeling lasagna. I just feel like I really want a good hearty vegetable soup for some reason. So this morning at 4 o'clock when Jason was getting ready to go to work, and it was absolutely coming down like crazy outside, thunder, lightning, I just thought to myself, I don't feel well, and this weather, it just makes me want some soup. But Jason and the kids are not soup people. They would prefer lasagna. So I'm just gonna brown some ground beef. I set it out earlier this morning when he left out of the freezer and have been letting it thaw most of the morning. So I'm gonna brown it up and I'm gonna dump some veggies in there with it. It's just a dump and go soup really quick. And then I'm gonna throw a skillet of cornbread in the oven. And then the kids and I need to run up here to Kroger really fast because I need some French bread for them for their lasagna for tonight. And then a couple of other things. I want some butter beans to go in my soup and I don't have any. I'm gonna grab some of those and a bag of cut okra to throw in there as well. Excuse me. And then I really want some croissants because Jason got me this chicken salad. We have a little local barbecue, family-owned barbecue place right here in town, and they started doing chicken salad, or offering it again. They had it years before, and so I had Jason go, or he went and got me some, but it has grapes and stuff in it. He doesn't really like grapes and apples and pecans. He doesn't like that kind. He prefers plain egg, relish, mayonnaise, celery, nothing else. But I like this kind, so he grabbed me some from the barbecue place, and it looks so good. We had a little fork full of it, and I could eat it on crackers or on bread, like yummy. But I really want some croissants to eat it on a croissant. It's a nice flaky one. So we're gonna go up here to Kroger and see what kind of croissants they have, what kind of French bread they have. Grab some okra and some butter beans for my soup, and then a couple other things that I need to grab before I go to the store next. So we'll take you along for that. But first, let's get started on the cornbread. I'll show you how I stir it up. It's really easy. My passed down generation to generation. Everybody likes their own cornbread, but this is the way we do it. So let me put this back and get my cornbread stuff out, and then we'll get the cornbread stirred up and in the oven. Okay, everybody, let's start with getting the cornbread in the oven first, and then while it's baking, we can get the soup going on the stove. And then once comes out of the oven and the soup is pretty much done, I'm gonna turn the oven off, turn the stove top off, leave everything, run to Kroger, come back, and then dump in my beans and okra that I get at Kroger. So this is a cast iron skillet. It's not a Lodge. I don't know where it was made, but I know it was my grandmother's mother. So it's been in my family for generations, and it's my favorite skillet. This is a 12-inch, I think. But the secret to the cornbread is, whether it's cast iron skillet, whether it's a glass baking dish, whatever it is, you're gonna grease it first. I have a thing of Crisco here. Grab your paper towel, get some Crisco. You're gonna grease it up really good. All on the bottom and up the sides. And you're gonna get it hot in the oven. Get the skillet piping hot. Then you're gonna pull it out of the oven and re-grease it, which you won't have to do a lot because it's pretty good. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna set this over here on my Crisco lid. I'm gonna stick this in the oven to get hot, and while it's getting hot, I'm gonna stir up the batter. Okay, now let's get the batter going. I use Martha White cornmeal. Used to, when I was a little girl, it wasn't called cornmeal mix. It was just called cornmeal. Oh, this says self-running. Used to, it said cornmeal mix, but either way, it's the same thing. Now there's not a whole lot of measuring that goes into this, except for this. Oops. There's 2 cups of mix. You know what? I prefer just the measuring like cups, but both of mine are in the dishwasher, which hopefully is not too loud for you. So 1 cup. This cornbread is so good. We use it as the base for our dressing. 2 cups. I only get Martha White. I don't use White Lily. I don't use the store brand. Martha White or nothing. And then flour. I buy Sam's brand, the Members Mark flour, plain all-purpose flour in the 25-pound bag because I do so much baking. This is what I use. Now this is a funny measurement. It's a tablespoon, but not a tablespoon like a measuring, like the measuring spoons. Just a tablespoon, the big one, not the teaspoon, the tablespoon. Not this, okay? And it says heaping. Heaping is not this, okay? Heaping is this. Can you see that? 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I have to count out loud because if I don't, I forget how many I did. Here we go. So 2 cups of meal, 4 heaping tablespoons of flour. Move that away over there. A teaspoon of salt. I don't measure the salt. I just guess teaspoon. Kind of mix that a little bit. And you're gonna do 1 egg. Excuse me. You see Willow? There's Willow. I'm gonna put 1 egg in there. She's patiently waiting for Bailey to get some peanut butter in her comb. And I kind of mix it up a little bit. You'll have to excuse my appearance today. Just not feeling my best self. So I have taken a shower and washed and dried my hair, brushed my teeth and all that good stuff. But put on just enough makeup so as not to scare the villagers when we go out in a minute. Now, the recipe, I kid you not, from my grandmother, great-grandmother, it says milk enough to mix. There is no measurement. So what you're gonna do, tell me that. I'm gonna pour some in, stir it up. You want it to be not too thick and not too thin, according to what she says, my grandmother. That's too thick. You want it to basically resemble like pancake batter, if that helps you. That's too thick. Just a little bit more. Remember, it's always better if you're not sure, just add a little bit, stir it in, and see, you can always add more. You can't take it back out. And I have made it too runny before, and it just takes longer. It's not bad, it doesn't ruin it. It just takes it even longer to bake. So that's about right. Pancake batter consistency, about like that. If you can see, like it pours easily. See? But it's not like runny thin. Then the next step is oil or grease. If you store bacon grease like I do, you can either melt it down, pour that in. Usually I don't have enough of it. It's just a little container. So I use oil. And this is one reason I buy it in the gallon instead of the little bottles, because watch. All it says in the recipe, I kid you not, is says, then add lots of grease. So I just let it go and I watch to see like the level up the side, and then I stir it in. Like that. It's probably about good. Once it starts to fill up on top, it's probably about a half an inch-ish in this bowl. Now some of it went down inside the batter, and then you just have to fold it in. And see, while we're doing this, that skillet is in there getting hot. So always preheat your oven and get it good and hot before you put the skillet in. That way you're not waiting on it to get to temperature and then it get hot. I have put my skillet in there greased and then turned the oven on and just let it get hot with the oven. I don't guess it just really matters. You don't want any oil. There's like a teeny little bit sitting on the top. And I don't want it to sit on top. I mix it all the way in. Probably doesn't matter, but that's just the way I do it. Okay. Move that over there, put this back, then we get the skillet out of the oven. I'm gonna set it on this. It'll hot. And it is heavy. So I'm gonna get my paper towel with my Crisco on it. Just a tiny bit more. Good old Southern cornbread. And if you notice, I did not put sugar in my cornbread. I know that's like a big debate, but in my family, sugar in cornbread is a no-no. Cornbread should not be sweet, at least not to us. I'm just gonna pour your batter in. Make sure I get all of it in there. All of it. Don't touch it. Just put it back in the oven. And it's heavy. It. I'm not putting a timer on it because I will know when I smell it. Now that that's going, let's go get the soup going on the stove. Okay, now that we've got cornbread in the oven, I'm gonna get the meat browned. If you like stew meat, I like stew meat. Brown it really good. Put a little oil in your pan. Again, I'm gonna use my Dutch oven that's cast iron. Just because I like it. It's heavy duty. The more you use it, the more it's seasoned, and it'll infuse some iron into my soup, making it even more healthy. If you're gonna use like stew meat, or you use chicken, or whatever you want to use, whatever meat you have on hand, I would say like put a little oil in it first and brown it really good. Take it out or whatever, however you want to do it. It's your soup. But I don't have stew meat on hand, and it's really a little pricey right now for me to go buy some. But I did have ground beef in the freezer, so I'm just gonna use ground beef. A lot of people don't like ground beef in vegetable soup. I don't mind it. It doesn't matter to me. So I just want some vegetable soup. I don't like it all the time, but sometimes I get a taste for it. So I buy it in the log and I just cut it up. I just slice it into portions and then freeze it. That way I can pull out portions of it. Bailey, can you open the please for me? I can throw this away. Let me wash my hands. like that. Okay, get my spoon. I'm just gonna break this up and I'm gonna get it browning. And then while this is browning, I'm gonna go scrub a couple of potatoes and get them chopped up really good. And then once this is brown, I'm just gonna drain it. And then I'm gonna open a can of tomatoes, the petite dice since it's soup, corn, green beans. I'm gonna throw potatoes in here, maybe some celery. I think I've got some in the refrigerator. Just use what I've got on hand. Whatever's in there that needs to be used before it goes bad is what I'm gonna use. I think I may have some carrots in there. I can chop up some of those. And then once this is brown and drained and put back in here, I'm gonna dump everything in. And if this is not enough liquid, I've got chicken broth in there I can add to it, or water if you don't have chicken broth, or whatever. And then we're gonna turn this off, and then when this comes out of the oven, we're gonna go to Kroger and come back. So let me go chop veggies. Okay, the meat is browning, cornbread is baking. Just going to peel these potatoes. And then get them ready. Okay, thank you. You know, you could even leave the peel on your potatoes if you like. If you don't mind peel on your potatoes. I don't mind it that way in mashed potatoes, but I don't think I want it that way for my soup. And you can cut these up as small or as large as you want them. You want them pretty small so they fit in your spoon. Unless you're going to eat it with a fork. It doesn't have to be pretty. I like soups that don't take a whole lot of effort or thought. Really, any suppers, soups are not. You just throw them together and it's done. Last night for dinner, I got the crock pot and put it right here. And I did crock pot barbecue chicken. And I found usually I just throw chicken breasts in the crock pot and just let it go. And I'm never just super happy with it. But I found a recipe last night on Pinterest that is other stuff besides the barbecue sauce. So I did that, and then I added a few other things on my own, and it really turned out really good. Even Colson ate it, and he doesn't like chicken. And then we told him it was chicken, and he didn't believe us. So if my little boy who will not eat chicken says that he ate 2 plates full, he made barbecue nachos with chips and the chicken on top and cheese dip and lettuce and sour cream, and he ate 2 plates full. So he ate really good last night. But had I told him it was chicken to begin with, he would not have eaten it. But you ate it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And it was good, right?
Yes.
So I will be writing that recipe down that I found on Pinterest so I can do it again. These potato pieces are too big. But it's okay. I don't like them too small because then they cook so quick and then they disintegrate in there. The meat is brown, so I'm gonna drain it. Just not a lot of grease. Meat back in there. And this is the easiest part. Got my cans of green beans. And I just keep the trash can right beside me. Just dump it. I do a lot of celery. I usually feel like standing there to pull all the strings off and chop it up. Got my potatoes in there. And it needs more liquid, so, excuse me. I don't like this. Got a partial box of broth that needs to be used so it doesn't go bad. So, I'm gonna add that. And then, when we go to Kroger in just a minute, we're going to grab a bag of frozen butter beans. I'm gonna put those in when we get home, and a bag of frozen cut okra, and put that in when we get home. I'll probably have to add some water to it, and then let it get hot. Yum. This is way more than I'm gonna eat tonight. Way more, especially once I add in the okra and the butter beans. But
it kind of looks like cowboy grill with potatoes.
You know, if you wanted to add like cooked rice in here, you could do that. You just make it your own. If you wanted to boil some like egg noodles, you could do that. And now I'm gonna season it. Salt and pepper.
But what are egg noodles?
They're just those like curly looking noodles.
Remember she used that other stuff on the other night?
There's a lot. I have potatoes in there, so.
Oh, those noodles. Those. I did not know those were called egg noodles.
Okay. That's pretty much all the seasonings I do. I want the vegetables to take on their own flavor in the meat. So what I'm going to do is, because I won't eat all of this, I'm going to eat all I want of it tonight. And I might eat some for lunch tomorrow, unless I eat that yummy chicken salad in there. That's not chicken salad. But I have I saved a gallon ice cream bucket from Ice Cream. We had ice cream and I washed it. Those are amazing for freezing soups in. So whatever I don't eat of this, I will just put it in one of those and put it in the freezer. So I've got this on low. I'm just gonna let it cook while this finishes in here. And then after that is done, all I'm gonna do is put the lid on it to keep it hot, because this cast iron is gonna hold heat for a long time. So I'm just gonna put the lid on it, turn my burner off, turn the oven off. We're gonna go run to Kroger and run back. And then I will turn it right back on to keep getting hot while I add the other things to it. So let's check on yep, it's getting there. It's almost. Also, you need to take that out of my kitchen. No toys in my kitchen. So that's it for now. We're gonna let it get hot. While I'm waiting on this, which only got probably 5-ish more minutes, that's just enough time for everybody to go get shoes on, and then we'll be ready to go. We'll take the dog out one more time, we'll be ready to go, and I will see you back here in just a few minutes. I might take you to Kroger with me. Come on. Yum. Croissants, 2 for $7. So we're gonna find the freshest. March 21st. 1st, 20th. That's not croissants. What is that? No. So it looks like the 21st is gonna be the freshest. So we'll go with these. Wait, do you want the little ones or the big ones? I want the big ones. I'm gonna get the big ones. We also need French bread for supper tonight. That looks yummy. This is my favorite, and I haven't seen it here in a while. It's $2, which is a little pricey for me, but it's okay. This one is really good. So we'll grab this one and this one. I can stick one in the freezer. Okay, I always check this rack for like the markdown stuff from the bakery, and they've got these sourdough bread bowls, and they've got these ciabatta buns and different things. I don't know why that's there, but I saw these are like dinner rolls, and I can pull them all apart and put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer for when we need rolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab them. And there's two. There's this one and that one. So I'm grabbing these. We don't need pumpkin pie.
Oh man.
See, I wasn't crazy. Meal mix. That's what they say sometimes. I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay, I always check clearance section, whether I'm at Kroger or Walmart or where. So far, this looks like it's got a bunch of stuff in the clearance. It's pretty stocked. So I'm interested in how much those Propel waters are, because bottled water is great to have in my food storage room, whether it's, that says strawberry lemonade, but who cares if it's flavored or not, you know, if it's a good price. There's some soft soaps, hand soap there, and there's a refill there. It's not typically what we use, but depending on how much it is. Oh, almost dropped it. 59 cents. Aloe vera. Not bad. I'm gonna grab these two. Grab those. And let's see, it's the same scent. That's $1. I'm totally getting that. And then these Propels.
This one's grape, and then that's kiwi.
Kiwi strawberry, but how much are they?
They're on the bottom. 2.76.
For 6 of them. And that's $3.99 for that many. But we may not like the grape flavor. How much is the strawberry lemonade ones?
Same.
$2.36. Nah. And then this is body wash. I don't typically use this kind of body wash, but it's the eucalyptus and sea salt, so that might be nice for like when I'm sick, like now. For 49 cents, somebody will use it. And then there's more over here. So here's another one. Kids, help.
Yep.
That. Here's some more of these soft soaps. Even for 59 cents, that's good just for the container. So here's more body washes for 49 cents. And even if I don't end up using them, I can give them to someone who would need them. I can always donate them if I need to. And then here is shaving gel. Jason doesn't use this kind. He has to use a specific kind because of his sensitive skin. But I don't mind using this for me. So for $1, yes please. I'm just gonna grab 2. And then let's see what else is up here. Some Irish Spring moisturizing face and body wash. He doesn't use body wash though. He prefers bar soap. So it's usually, sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes you come up with some really great stuff at a really marked down price, like that hand soap and the body wash, and sometimes not so much. So you just have to watch. Let's see. Here's some cinnamon. I don't need that. Poultry seasoning, cinnamon. This is probably left over from the holidays. Pumpkin pie spice.
What is this?
I don't know, so we'll see. And then there's the bins down there you can dig through, but I typically don't dig through them. So just for price reference, those are $1.69 regular price, on sale for $5. And we are getting these over here for 59 cents each. It says was $1.25, and that's not true. It was $1.69. And then this thing, the refill, is $5.99 on sale for $4.99, so it's $6. and we're gonna pay $1 for it. And it says on it was $4.99, but that's not true. It was $5.99. So those are good deals. Okay, at my Kroger, they have this little teeny tiny section right here that's like marked down clearance stuff from the dairy. So I just happened to look over here. I always look, but there's these Borden American cheese single slices. You know, I don't usually buy Borden. I usually get the generic brand because it's the cheapest. But these are on clearance, marked down for $1.69. So I'm like, well, they're probably about to expire, but they're not. Look at the expiration, January 11th of 23. You know we're gonna go through those before January 11th. So I think I'm just gonna grab one because we don't go through it that quickly. And then those eggs are marked down $2.49, but that's not clearance. And then there's those Chobani probiotic drinks, but we don't do those either.
I don't know what that is.
And then over here, usually they have some clearance like frozen stuff, so we can see if they do. There's little turnovers down there. Some Uncrustables, but my kids don't eat those. I make waffles cheaper than that. Okay, so the Borden that we saw on clearance for the $1.69 for 16 slices, just for a price comparison, Kraft 16 slices is normally $4.29, on sale for $3.99, and if you have the digital coupon, it's $3.49. So that's actually a deal. And then the Kroger this is what I typically get. The Kroger is $1.69. So it's the same price as what I typically buy for the Kroger, but it's the Borden brand. So that's why I'm only gonna get one. If it was like way cheaper than the Kroger, I would probably get more and stash them in the freezer, but it's not. Okay, I'm gonna grab a cut okra, just one of these, and then I need butter beans. Here we go, the baby ones. Okay, you guys, so we're back home from Kroger. This is my little Kroger haul. I wasn't going grocery shopping today. I will do that next week, but I needed to get bread for tonight for dinner, and I wanted some croissants for that chicken salad that I showed you. And I needed the butter beans and the okra for my soup. And then I just got this other stuff while I was there that was, I found it reduced. Remember, we got the Borden cheese slices for $1.69. We got these rolls. I'm about to go in just a second and split them up. How many are in there? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in each one. So I'll probably split them in half and do 9, 9, 9, and 9 in gallon Ziploc bags or whatever will fit. And then throw those in the freezer, because then we have like at least 4 dinners worth of rolls, maybe more if I do less than 9 in a thing, for that amount of money. And then we've got these that we got marked way down, so that was awesome. I'm gonna stick those in the storage closet upstairs. And all in all, that was what I got. And after I did my Kroger card and all the reduced price stuff, I paid $23, I want to say. I think it was 24. Here's my receipt. $24.31. So that's not bad, because just those alone, if you had paid full price, would have been more than that, I'm sure. So not a bad deal. So I'm gonna get these put in the freezer, get those put in my soup, and I've already got the I pulled the lasagna out to start coming to room temperature, so it won't take as long to bake. I'm gonna put my soup back on so it can get, it's hot, it can get those in there. I've already got my cornbread out of the oven and it's smelling super yummy. So all that's left to do for supper tonight is put the lasagna in and the bread in to get hot, and supper's ready. it in. Now all I gotta do is get it hot, get the potatoes done, and these beans and okra cooked through. It's gonna be yummy. Yum. I'm ready to eat supper now. Up just a little. I'm gonna leave the lid off. Also, I ran to Dollar Tree while I was out because my poof thing in the shower fell apart. I needed a new one. And while I was there, look what I found. It's Jason's favorite. Shh, don't tell him it's a surprise. Put them in here so they can get cold. So since he was nice enough to bring me a surprise, I got him a surprise today.
Here you go.
Yum yum. Alright, I need these for the rolls. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can feed her lunch. Just give her 2 cups. I'm about to make her some rice for her dinner.
Leo. 2 cups. Can we move the puck all the way over there? Okay.
So good. The soup is so pretty. And the colors.
Come on, lunch.
Go with Bailey.
Stay. Go, good girl. Good girl.
We'll do the rolls over here. They smell fresh. Let's see how many will fit in the bag. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that leaves 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Is that better? Sorry, I did not look. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also, the dishwasher was going. I think it's sterilizing now, but you probably heard it earlier when I was doing cornbread and soup. It's been going while we were gone, and then I need to get these in the freezer, and then get a little laundry going in the washing machine, and then if that's done, I need to unload the dishwasher. And Jason should be leaving soon. He's already texted me wanting to know what was for dinner. So now this is done. We're back home. Soup is done. I'm just waiting for it to get hot. Lasagna is out. It's coming to room temperature so I can slide it in the oven. Bread is gonna go in the oven. Colson's gonna eat leftover barbecue chicken last night from nachos again. Jason and Bailey are eating lasagna and bread, and I'm gonna eat soup and cornbread. Get some laundry done while I still feel like it. And I gotta cook some rice too. So my day's not over with yet. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, comment down below. How do you eat your chicken salad? Do you eat it with grapes and pecans and things like that in it, or do you like it like Jason and just plain with just the basics? And how do you make your vegetable soup? What do you put in yours? Give me some ideas. I'm always looking for new ones. Thanks, guys. We'll see you at the next video. Bye.
There for a while and then break all the meat, eat the chicken. So